At that moment, when Emma stepped into the crowded Manhattan bookstore, she felt the air thicken with sudden tension. Rain lashed against the windows, and inside, a crowd sought refuge from the storm, flipping through pages in search of comfort. Emma, with wet hair and a bag full of drafts for her first book, navigated the shelves when she collided with her, a woman with eyes the color of an autumn sky, holding a volume of Sappho's poetry. The book slipped, pages scattering, and their hands brushed as they gathered the sheets. "Sorry, I'm so clumsy in the rain," Emma mumbled, blushing. "I love the rain. It washes away the excess," the stranger replied with a soft smile. Her name was Lia, and in that moment, Emma had no idea this encounter would turn her world upside down. Emma lived in a small Brooklyn apartment, working as an editor at a modest publishing house. Her days were filled with manuscripts and coffee, her nights with a loneliness she masked with books. She had always known her orientation, but, after a painful breakup with an ex, preferred to stay in the shadows, fearing more hurt. Lia, on the other hand, was a whirlwind of energy. She taught art at a college in Queens, painted abstract canvases, and lived with the belief that life was a canvas to be boldly colored. Yet beneath that confidence lay drama. Lia had just endured betrayal when her partner left her for a man, leaving scars of distrust. They exchanged numbers in that store, ostensibly to discuss poetry, but it was the start of something much deeper. Their first meeting after that collision happened at a cafe near Central Park. Emma arrived early, nervously fidgeting with a napkin, while Lia was late due to traffic, bursting in with apologies and a bouquet of wildflowers. "I saw them on the way and thought of you," she said, and Emma felt her heart tighten. They talked for hours, about favorite authors, childhoods in different states, Emma from California, Lia from Texas, about how both had moved to New York seeking themselves. But beneath the surface, drama simmered. Emma shared her breakup story, how her ex had accused her of too much emotion, and Lia nodded, confessing her own pain. "I thought I loved her, but she chose the easy path to meet her family's expectations." Tears welled in Lia's eyes, and Emma instinctively took her hand. That evening, they parted with a promise to meet again, but inside, each harbored a storm of doubts. Weeks turned into meetings, walks in the park, evenings at galleries where Lia explained her paintings, and Emma read excerpts from her manuscript. The drama escalated when Emma received a letter from her ex, begging for a second chance. It stirred old wounds, and she canceled a date with Lia, citing work. Lia sensed the distance and, in a surge of jealousy, assumed Emma was toying with her feelings. "I can't go through this again," she thought, ignoring messages. Panicked, Emma rushed to Lia's studio in the pouring rain, pounding on the door. "Please hear me out," she shouted. Lia opened it, her eyes red from crying. They stood in the doorway, soaked and vulnerable, and Emma confessed. The letter, the fear, how Lia had become her light in the darkness. "I'm terrified of losing you before we even begin," she whispered. Lia stepped closer, their faces inches apart. Time froze. Lia gently touched Emma's cheek, and their lips met in a kiss, soft, full of desperation and hope. It wasn't a rush of passion but a declaration. "I'm here with you." The kiss lingered, washing away doubts, and when they pulled back, both smiled through tears. From that night, their lives intertwined. They moved into a cozy apartment in the village, with windows overlooking bustling streets. Morning became their cherished ritual. Cooking breakfast turned into a dance of love. Emma, waking first, brewed coffee, while Lia, sleepy and warm, hugged her from behind, kissing her neck. "What's for breakfast today?" Lia whispered, and Emma laughed. "Your favorite veggies in the pan." They chopped zucchini and tomatoes, Lia stirring with a wooden spoon, Emma adding spices. Sometimes Lia pressed closer, wrapping her arms around Emma's waist, and they stood like that as the food sizzled on the stove. "This is our world," Emma would say, and Lia nodded, feeling how each moment healed past wounds. Their love grew in these simple acts, shared smiles over the skillet, quiet conversations at the table, the sense that together they were stronger. The drama of the past faded, leaving room for a present, realistic, warm, full of tenderness. And every breakfast reminded them how it all began, with one chance encounter that changed everything.